Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at auntiederek.com. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, August 3rd. Welcome to August, everyone. So let me introduce my fabulous co-host. With me on the mic, let's start with my gorgeous moon. Hello, Boo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning indeed. And next we have my icy chili. Hello, my love.
Hello there.
Hey there. And next we have my incomparable Libra queen. Hey, boo.
Hey y'all.
And next that we have here, so Slayonka, I don't know if she can come off the mic for a second because I know my girl is lifing right now, but Slayonka is here as well and can chime in when she can. And shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat as well. Let me get you y'all visuals because you know y'all a big part of the show too. Shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat. Well, y'all, I think we got some good old tea for this hot Monday to sip. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Tea time.
Yes. Now, the first story I want to start with is a congrats to Coco Jones and Donovan Mitchell, who were just married over the weekend. And you all should see I just shared this. Oh, sorry. Give me one second. Let me get the link first. And I have this article here from ESPN that talks about it. Oh, not them not wanting to show a thumbnail. See that this is why ESPN don't belong on this show, honey. But I'll go ahead and share my screen. But you all should see where it says here by way of ESPN, Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones wed in Greenwich ceremony. So Donovan Mitchell and Coco Jones are now married. The Cleveland Cavaliers All-Star and the Grammy Award-winning singer tied the knot in a ceremony in Greenwich, Connecticut on Saturday. The two shared their first dance to Music Soul Child's 2000 hit song Love, as seen in a video posted by sports agent Troy Payne on Instagram. This is the video they're referring to. Cute. Says the wedding was attended by a strong cast of notable athletes and names, including Mitchell's Cavalier teammates Bam Adebayo and Josh Hart, as well as Russell Wilson and Sierra. Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brown were both in attendance as well, with Brown capturing Brunson on the dance floor in a clip that went viral on social media. Mitchell and Jones announced their engagement in July 2025. Rumors of their relationship had begun to swirl in September 2024 when they were spotted holding hands at an Usher concert in Las Vegas. Mitchell is coming off a season in which he made the All NBA second team and led the Cavaliers to a 52-30 record and an appearance in the Eastern Conference Finals, where they lost to the New York Knicks. Lost to the New York Knicks. And Jones's last album, Why Not More, was nominated for Best R&B Album at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards. So congrats to them both. Really, and I'm not even going to take this time to say what I personally
Please,
think of Coco
please,
Jones.
please. Congratulations to them. Also, their first dance, the love song, was a song choice that I was kind of confused about. But God bless everybody. We love Black love. Amen. Hallelujah.
Especially even if one of them go allegedly.
You know what? Don't be sitting on nobody's special day. Look. She
I
didn't.
gave them 2 days. Their special day was Saturday. I gave them 2 days of film.
Whatever. We didn't have no show.
Yeah, but no, honestly,
Look,
congrats to
until she
them. Really,
ready.
and she's red.
Until
Congrats to
she
them.
ready.
It reminds me of Tiana Taylor. Mm.
You know what? Until she ready. Leave her alone.
Congrats, girl, Coco. Yeah, I love me some Coco, especially her singing voice. Anytime that girl sings, I say, yes, real singers are back. So shout out to her. Well, that's that on that. And what a girl, Chris Brown, honey. Let's talk about his
Mm.
ass. How he
Let's
wants
leave.
that verdict tossed.
Mm.
Mm, Well,
Which
you all
one? Where?
the dog lawsuit, the one that's almost $13
Oh,
million.
okay, Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that. And you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Chris Brown wants verdict tossed. new trial for dog bite lawsuit. So let's get into it, girl. Chris Brown is not happy about being ordered to pay a woman nearly $13 million over his dog attacking her, and officially plans on asking for the verdict to be tossed on a new trial set. Excuse me, and a new trial set. That's right. The singer filed a notice in Los Angeles Friday, which was obtained by TMZ, to declare he and his company, Black Pyramid LLC, officially plan to ask for a new trial after the judgment was entered on July 16th. TMZ told us about the case. A Los Angeles jury decided earlier this month that Chris Brown was liable for his 200-pound Caucasian shepherd named Hades viciously mauling his housekeeper Maria Avila while she was emptying trash in his Tarzana, California home on December 12, 2020. They ordered his ass to pay $12.9 million in damages. Maria sued, Maria said she suffered damages to her arm and face, which allegedly required dozens of uh, sutures and skin grafts to fix. And she said she had nerve damage, making it difficult to work. But in the new filing by Chris's legal team, they argue a bunch of reasons there should be a new trial: irregularity in the proceedings, which prevented him from having a fair trial, jury misconduct, insufficient new findings that proves his innocence, and excessive amount of damages for the plaintiff, and more. A hearing on his notice of intention to move for a new trial is set for September 22nd, where the judge will hear his arguments and decide how to move forward. Chris is currently on his The R&B tour with Usher, and the hearing falls between their shows in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. And TMZ says they will stay tuned, just like Donald Trump, honey. So now he want to talk about some irregularities, jury misconduct, and all of that. Okay. And to be fair, we did on this show. We actually did read about some jury misconduct where they actually had to replace one of the jurors, because I think that juror allegedly looked up some stuff about Chris Brown and was showing everybody. So yeah, I will certainly watch this like I've been watching it, and that's that on that. Girl, Arianka, Ariana Grande, honey. Let's talk about her. Baby, she said she tired of y'all talking about how skinty she is, and she's gonna take a step back. And you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Ariana Grande plans to step back from public life after tour ends amid criticism. And boy, she was not just criticized, honey. Jamila Jamil went in on her. So let's get into it. Ariana Grande is reportedly stepping away from the spotlight as concern and commentary surrounding her appearance reaches a fever pitch. The singer plans to take a step back from visibility after wrapping her Eternal Sunshine tour in London on September 1st, her rep tells People, blaming the endless ongoing public scrutiny surrounding her public appearances. The news comes after Jamila Jamil sounded the alarm Saturday over Ariana's appearance in her newly released Pedal music video, claiming the pop star is possibly dying right in front of us. The Good Place actress compared the situation to the trolley problem, acknowledging the commenting on Ariana's body could hurt her mental health, while arguing that staying silent could normalize what she deems is an unhealthy image for millions of young and impressionable fans. Jamila criticized the video styling for what she sees as deliberately emphasizing Ariana's frame with belts and corsets, and claimed images of the singer are already circulating on pro anorexia websites where some teenage girls are calling her appearance goals. She also questioned whether Ariana has the support needed to deal with a potentially deadly eating disorder, though Ariana has never said she has anorexia, and Jamila has no evidence that she does. Ariana has not responded to Jamila's claim. A source close to the singer told People she performs her highly physical show healthily and successfully at a very high level night after night. Her rep added that Ariana plans to finish the tour healthy and happily before taking a much-deserved break from public-facing work and appearances. Ariana has repeatedly pushed back against commentary about her body over the years, reminding fans in 2023 that the appearance people once considered her healthiest actually came during an unhealthy period in her life. Mm-mm. So, baby, and
Really trying to make us believe that, huh?
yep, yeah, and you know, some people look, look, I I'm a personal fan of Jamila Jamil, right? I've learned of her when Legendary on HBO Max came out. She was one of the judges, And she's from what I know, usually is not a bullshitter because this is pretty much what she was saying. This poor woman is dying right in front of our eyes. This outfit is designed to accentuate the thinness for discourse. Her team are thoroughly irresponsible for not guiding her away from this deeply damaging image for her young fans to see so glamorized. And she goes on. I won't read the entire thing, but this shrinking pop star situation is something of a trolley problem. If we comment on her body, we could harm her mental health, which would be awful, and nobody wants that. If we don't comment on her body, we run the risk of normalizing that image to hundreds of millions of teenage girls, kids, and even impressionable adults consuming her content. Content which is pointedly accentuating her bones and tiny frame with belts and corsets. I mean, she has a point. I didn't watch the video in its entirety, but I did see a clip of it when I was scrolling through
Hmm.
Instagram, and yeah, that girl looks. She looks. My pinky is bigger than that.
We have eyes. He was unhealthy is crazy to me because what looks unhealthy is what she is now. Or the story she tries to make around it. Yeah, girl, you're too thin. I'm sorry. That's just the bottom line. And yeah, take a break and do something about it.
Hmm. And stay away from people's husbands. Allegedly, allegedly.
See, I wasn't gonna go there.
Keep your skinty ass away from people's husbands, girl. Well, speaking of people's husbands, honey, her ex-husband, Ethan Slater, the one she famously took from that man's wife and his newborn, honey. So how about there were rumors that after they broke up, he was like looking to get back together with his old. He wanted that old thing back. Well, Lily J has come out to say absolutely not. That's not happening. And you should see where it says here by way of TMZ. Ethan Slater not rekindling romance with ex-wife Lily J despite rumors. I know that's right, girl. Say keep your SpongeBob community dick away from me. I know that's right. Well, Lily J and her ex-husband Ethan Slater will not be rekindling their romance, despite several online blind items claiming the former couple may have gotten back together on the heels of his breakup with Ariana Grande. Sources close to Lily tell TMZ she has seen the rumors making the rounds, but say there's no truth to the speculation. In fact, TMZ sources are strongly pushing back on the claims, telling TMZ absolutely not to any romantic reconciliation happening between Lily and Ethan. The sources also add, to be clear, Ethan is also not trying to get back with her either, extinguishing any chance of the flame reigniting. The former couple split became a major topic of conversation after Ethan's relationship with Ariana went public, leading to intense media attention around their personal lives. Lily has largely kept a low profile since the breakup. The rumors appear to have gained traction online as fans and gossip accounts continue to follow updates surrounding the pair, but Lily's side says people are confusing their ongoing connection as co parents with something more. Lily and Ethan, who were high school sweethearts, share a child together and have remained connected through their family responsibilities, but sources say their relationship is strictly about co parenting. Bottom line, the reunion rumors are completely false, and fans can stop the speculation because there is no rekindled romance happening behind the scenes. Good for her. Because if he disrespects you once, he'll do it again. So good for her. Well, that's that on that. Girl, let's talk about the Jacksons, honey. Specifically, Marlon Jackson, who just did a documentary about his dad to try to push back against rumors that his dad, Joe Jackson, was abusive. So you all should see, I have just shared here by way of all hip hop. And just like I just said, Marlon Jackson out to rehab. Excuse me, out to rehab. I can't even talk, child. Marlon Jackson out to rehab his dad's cruel reputation with new documentary series.
I know you fucking lying. Um, nigga, what?
Girl, that's the exact same thing I
Mm.
said when I saw the story. I'm like, oh, so did we just go act like the Jackson family, the all American dream? Girl, okay, or stuff that we've read over the years, but okay. Well, this starts. Marlon Jackson is making a calculated move to reshape how the world remembers his dad, Joe Jackson, through a new documentary series that's set to premiere on Black Prime later this year. The 8 episode first season, titled The Manager, The Mythology, The Legend, will be narrated by his son Marlon and positions the controversial figure as a visionary rather than a strict disciplinarian history has painted him to be. The timing is no accident, arriving right after the 2026 Michael biopic became the first biographical film ever to cross the $1 billion mark globally, a massive cultural moment that's reignited conversations about the Jackson family legacy. What makes this documentary strategy particularly interesting is its context. The Michael film underwent reshoots costing over $10 million specifically to remove child abuse allegations from its original ending, signaling a deliberate effort to reshape Michael Jackson's narrative for contemporary audiences. Joe Jackson's reputation has been built on decades of controversy surrounding his methods as a manager and father. Michael Jackson publicly claimed he endured physical and emotional abuse, describing incessant rehearsals, whippings with belts, and constant name calling throughout his childhood. Yet some of his siblings, including Marlon, have consistently denied that their father was abusive, framing his discipline as strict but necessary for their success. Michael ultimately forgave his father and honored him with an annual Joseph Jackson Day celebration at Neverland Ranch, a gesture that complicates the narrative considerably. Marlon's involvement as a narrator gives the series a deeply personal dimension that other documentaries about the Jackson family have not offered. The project promises to examine Joe's early life, his ambitions, and the pressure surrounding the creation of a musical dynasty, positioning him as someone shaped by the Great Depression and Jim Crow South rather than simply as a villain. I mean, I
It's,
guess.
it's no, it is always somebody that goes against the grain. It's always somebody that is trying to change the truth. Why I don't know. It just reminds me of like coons acting like white people ain't doing what they doing. There's heavily documented information. All the other kids have said that shit was abusive. Now everybody want to change their tune. No, Janet said it. There's interviews. Even Catherine. She ain't really say it, but she said it. Like, come on now. Let's, you
And,
know.
and I'm with you, Moon, because it's one thing to say, listen, I know some people might view it as abusive, how because he could easily say without pretty because he's basically saying, "Don't believe your lying eyes." And
Mhm.
you can say like, "Yeah, I understand some people could be see it as abuse, but I see somebody who experienced it, I see it as it helped me with my success." There will be no problem. But no, he's trying to flat out deny that, and then try to blame like his upbringing, like, "Oh, well, he was." Um, y you
Well,
know
and that's true. That could be true. That he came from a really rigid time, and but that still doesn't. Okay, that still don't negate that y'all got fucked up. Like, and even they've all said that his strict ways was to keep his kids from being in the gangs and being killed. I get that, but that still don't mean it wasn't abuse, sir. You know,
Yep. So, I'm actually gonna see if I can follow anything to see if, like, any other siblings will come out and say anything about this documentary. So we gon' Imma watch. I'm not watching the documentary, I actually don't wanna see it. I know everything I need to know about Joe Jackson, so this documentary gonna tell me nothing
right?
I already know.
But y'all trying to rewrite history.
Mhm. Well, that's that on that, honey. Girl, Tori Spalding or Nicki Minaj. Let's talk about her, honey. So fans are speculating that maybe this recent lawsuit with that hotel got her maybe a little, messing with her money a little bit. Cause word on the curb is, and here include especially with TMZ, they saying Nicki Minaj is charging fans $10 a month to see Twitter content amid court battle over alleged debt. Mm-mm. Well, Nicki Minaj has a new way of making money by charging her diehard fans to see all her social media rants. Over the weekend, the Pink Friday rapper announced fans could pay $10 to see exclusive posts on X. The entertainer explained, You can now subscribe to my X account. It's for people who want to have fun, think deeper, grow, learn, laugh, cry, cuss people out, look cute sometimes, be yourself at all times, elevate, levitate, meditate. Nikki charging fans to view her content caused a mixed reaction on Twitter. What happened to Billionaire Barbie? Why are we begging for subscription on Twitter? Asked one person who was not impressed, while another wrote, "Can't wait for all the exclusive content." As TMZ previously reported, Nikki is facing a legal battle over an alleged $275,000 debt owed to a concert event production. The rapper denied the claim and said she wasn't personally party to the contract. Girl, just because you try to use the name Tori Spalding don't mean that you're not part of that contract. But okay, girl, allegedly.
She broke.
And I'm saying, look, y'all, if
Oh,
y'all want to spend $10 on something, bring it over here. Shit, tip me and my co-host. Don't be spending no $10 for that bullshit.
it's definitely some bullshit. Oh my God. Look how the mighty have fallen, child. She might as well just open the OnlyFans.
Might as well.
Girl, so they can see that funny looking booty.
Man, her funny looking husband.
Oh,
But
he ain't there no more, you remember?
that's what they saying.
Hmm.
This girl, she seems like the type of girl that just can't move forward without a man.
Well, very true. Not denying that. Mm-mm-mm.
Well,
Girl, I hope the MAGA people pay for your shit.
mhm. Well, honey. Speaking of other rappers who can't go on without a man, Cardi B, Nicki
Oh,
Minaj's nemesis, but
oh.
she is actually denying this video of because there's allegedly a video circulating around of her supposedly getting beat up, but she's saying that's not her. And you all should see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop. Cardi B reacts to viral video of her allegedly getting beat up. So, Cardi B has been dealing with some rap beefs these days, but that's not all that's affecting her peace and positivity in the public eye. Recently, a Twitter user by the name of Will What You Doing posted a video of her allegedly getting beat up during a fight with another woman that quickly went viral. The Bronx MC took to Twitter earlier on Sunday to react to this clip. More importantly, she denied she's the woman in the video, and a lot of fallout ensued. Now, where the hell am I in this video? Cardi asked. It doesn't seem like she responded in any other way at press time, but some subsequent developments may become relevant in the future. Will What You Doing apparently posted another video of an alleged Cardi fight, but Twitter took it down. Girl, that's you in that banana yellow wig getting your shit peeled back. Fuck you mean. Will What You Doing allegedly wrote. Here go another video. Y'all knew to keep it cute and mass report that was y'all best bet. Will What You Doing shared another tweet. This ain't no Akbar or Bia, Big Willie, and Will Nation Bangs. Y'all got the right motherfuckers. Folks reacting to this whole situation on social media platforms shared more alleged fight videos. It doesn't seem like any of them have been explicitly confirmed, but that isn't slowing down the debate. It says elsewhere, the mother of four will likely keep responding to not just the internet chatter, but also more serious beats with her ops. Most recently, Cardi B's new song, Aha, led to reignited tensions with Akbar V after Tia Kemp mocked her when with the song when Akbar pulled up to her live stream. Cardi said the song does not target Akbar, but a response to V is coming eventually. As such, the timeline is full of debates and divisive discussions right now. We will see if she has anything else to say about these alleged videos or the online hate against her. It wouldn't be surprising given Cardi B's history of clapbacks. But these are debates about physical confrontations, and hopefully, we don't get any more alleged examples of those. So I'm actually going to share my screen and we're going to look at the video together. They took down the second one, so we don't have the second one that Will What You Doing posted, but we do have this. They still got the first one up there. And you all tell me what if you think it's this Cardi or not. Let me play it again because I know it was quick.
Nope.
Okay.
No. Why wouldn't we have known this by now? Is as famous as Cardi is, don't you think there would be a we would have already known and seen it?
Yeah.
How he all
I
of a
don't know
sudden got some huh?
that's not even her. Where's her security guard? Who's the man? He a bartender or something?
That looked
I,
like that was
Yeah,
just
that
somebody in the bar. Bartender.
right. That ain't
yeah,
Cardi.
her security guard don't be playing that. Because the
Now,
last time
how
That
I,
girl
she got
look
in a
short.
last time she got in a little kerfuffle, I think was in Paris, and he stepped in.
That girl looks short. Cardi not short like that.
yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
she is,
she is, but
but I
I
just
feel
don't
And
like
then
think
that
skinny.
wig.
she would be getting hit in the face like that with her security not around. That don't make no
No,
sense.
that
In a public place, please.
that wig
Right,
wasn't
like
quality. It didn't look like Cardi quality wig. Even that, I don't think it's Cardi.
right. That I was just gonna say, like, that looked like a synthetic wig. And you think Cardi wearing a synthetic wig?
Well, not now for sure, but back in the day before she was Cardi B, yes, she was, and she was doing a lot of fighting in them
Oh,
strip clubs. That's why
oh,
Oh,
he
this
well,
is
I
believed.
mean,
supposed to
are we
be from
talking
back
about
in
this
the
was
day.
That's what I think it
th-
is. I think it was back one of them back in the day scuffles that she used to get into a lot. Her and her
oh,
sister
okay.
Hennessy.
Well,
Still don't
maybe
look.
she got beat up once. I don't care. What? Like you act like he acted like it was yesterday or something. We
Yeah.
looking at something from 15 years ago. Goodbye.
Yes, honey. Well, that's that on that. Child, let's talk about this story. It's really a nothing burger. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. However, it made me laugh a little bit. They are accusing Malice, or No Malice, as some of us remember him, but Malice from the clips. They are accusing him of stealing the hot dog. I can't even keep a straight face.
It'd be a slow news day, don't it? It'd be slow. These people be out here cobbling together some bullshit.
Yes, honey. And this is absolute bullshit. 'Cause I just hollered, honey. But y'all should see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop. Malice accused of stealing a hot dog after Lollapalooza. Well, Clips had a busy weekend as they split their time between Chicago and Montreal. On Saturday, they were performing in Chicago at Lollapalooza. Subsequently, they traveled to Canada on Sunday to perform at Oshiga in Montreal, Quebec. Both performances were successful as fans rushed to the stage to watch them perform. Following the release of Let God Sort 'Em Out, there has certainly been renewed interest in the duo. The interest showed out during these two massive festivals. However, Malice is being hit with some bizarre allegations from employees at a Wiener Circle in Chicago. This is an establishment where you can order hot dogs prepared in a plethora of different ways. As one employee alleges, Malice came in with some bodyguards, ordered a Polish hot dog, took his food, and left without paying. The employee stated in an Instagram comment that the hot dog was $9. Furthermore, she alleges Malice was upset that she thought he was Flavor Flav. However, there are more questions than answers going around right now. For instance, in the comments of Live Bites, one commenter pointed out that typically you pay before getting your food. This led to questions about how Malice was given his food in the first place. Sounds like they gave him the glizzy before he paid, they wrote. Usually places like that make you pay before you get the food. Sounds like a cashier error. He probably thought it was free since they didn't ask for a payment first. Celebrities get free stuff all the time, which makes the above explanation fairly viable. At this time, Malice has yet to respond. I'm sorry. Don't, first of all, that is not Flavor Flav. And two, that man will absolutely pay for a $9 hot dog. And I'm sure that's probably what, because celebrities do be getting stuff for free shit. Even like bitches who seem like a celebrity, yours truly. I done got a few pieces of free shit. So it happens. So that's exactly what I think was happening. And they're right. They usually pay before getting their food. So the fact that he got it, like he probably thought, oh, yeah, she probably know, especially if she thought I was Flavor Flav. Now I'm pissed, but I'm gonna go ahead and just enjoy this free hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
And
stealing
it's
a hot dog,
diabolical that a hot dog costs $9.
Yeah, hello.
and then he's accused of stealing it. Like what?
Now
It's
probably
diabolical.
what is a Chicago dog? Or I wonder if it was. I wonder what kind of Malice or anybody from Malice's team, or even that cashier at Winter Circle. Can you please email us at auntie@auntiederek.com and let us know which type of Polish, like what toppings did he have? I'd love to know that. It has nothing to do with nothing. It's just for my own personal knowledge. So yeah, let us know.
A hot dog being $9 is wild. That's
Hello.
just highway robbery.
It really is, baby, because in North Carolina, honey, $9 gonna get you 2 hot dogs, some fries, and a drink. And maybe you might have some change left over. So, yeah, that's crazy. But shit might have been a go well, because in Five Guys, shit, y'all ever had a hot dog from Five Guys? They split that motherfucker down the middle, and it be good, but you gonna pay about good, $9, $10 for that damn hot and they don't got chili on that motherfucker either, honey, but you can get all other, like, onions and jalapenos, cheese, bacon.
Uh-uh. Stop.
No chili.
No chili, girl.
Oh, uh-uh.
Oh, God. Well, that is that or that. Stop playing on Malice name like that. And shit, and he look for him to just make his comeback to music like that. Y'all fucking with him. Leave him alone. He don't barely want to be here. And we have a comment saying, "Chili on a hot dog. I want to try it." Yes. Oh, when you come to North Carolina, baby, you will be trying that. You will have it North
Who didn't
Carolina
have
style.
chili on a hot dog before? A chili dog? You ain't had a chili dog?
She says, no, no cabbage. You will absolutely have the slaw on your hot dog because don't listen. If you don't want no slaw on your hot dog, don't come to North Carolina.
Look, well, you can't call coleslaw even though that's the origin, it's coleslaw. It's no longer cabbage. It's
It's prepared with
coleslaw.
love. It's cabbage that's prepared with love. Oh, we have they want to know, have you ever been to Wiener Schnitzel? I've never actually been to that place. I would love to visit. I don't think to my knowledge, there's not any in North Carolina.
There's
Do
not
they
a
even
lot of
still exist?
just
I,
said what?
I mean,
I
They still
think
open?
the
that's a
only
big
reason I'm gonna say
name.
yes because I saw that food influencer that white girl Carissa Eats, who I absolutely adore, but she was yeah, you guys in that Wiener Schnitzel, and she yeah.
Oh, oh, okay.
Look, we have a common agreeing with Chill. The big question is why Wiener Schnitzel still exists. It looks like it's gonna send you to the bathroom like a Taco Bell. Well, yes. Well, yes. Well, that's that on that. Stop playing on Malice name, y'all. He ain't still no damn hot dog. Y'all, I am actually very saddened to have to talk about this next story. Like when I saw this news broke this morning, and I'm just like, Sydney, girl, what are you doing? Oh, Sydney Star. So y'all know who she is, right? I'm sure. And why her
No, but show me her picture.
well, you gonna see her, honey, because we're gonna talk about some very disappointing news. Well, she was famously the trans girl who lied on Chingy, who said that they
Oh,
had
okay.
mhm. And now you will see by way of Fox 5 Atlanta, Sydney Starr accused of child assault at Fulton County Hotel.
Oh,
And the allegations are bad, y'all. Well, this starts. A reality television celebrity faces multiple felony charges after police arrested her Sunday in connection with an alleged sexual assault of a juvenile at a Hateville hotel. So, what we know, Sydney Favors, who also goes by Sydney Starr, was taken into custody following an incident at the Embassy Suites in the 3400 block of International Boulevard. Police charged Favors with sodomy, sexual battery against a child under 16, and aggravated child molestation as a result of the investigation. Fa-
whoa.
yeah. Favor remains held at the Fulton County Jail as authorities move forward with the case. According to law enforcement, the investigation has officially been turned over to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office for prosecution. So, what we don't know, specific details surrounding the allegations have not been made public by law enforcement. Because this case involves a juvenile, no additional information will be released from our agency, the Hateville Police Department said in a statement to Fox 5 Atlanta. And then it goes on the backstory. Favors is a transgender model who has built a notable career in entertainment, according to TMZ. The television personality has appeared on several programs, including Baddies ATL, Star, and Empire. And I'm going to share my screen. They actually have a picture of her mugshot, which they did not have before. when I was first reading the story. So looking like Carly Red in this photo. Girl, what the hell is wrong with you? Now, I am hoping that this is that she was not doing anything with children. I'm hope because you kind of know how when it comes to laws, and I don't even think they have these kind of laws in Georgia, so don't quote me. But you know how they were pretty much trying to make even existing near children will give you a trans person or drag queen existing near children would give them child abuse charges or something like that. I know it was how that was they tried to make that happen in Tennessee. I don't know if this is a Georgia law per se, but I do know Georgia has like really negative views on trans people. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that this is the case, but Sydney girl, if you got caught with a
Well, it says sodomy. They were like actually saying there was contact.
yeah,
So
and child
that's
abuse,
sketch.
child molestation, and as a result of the investigation. So they investigated, maybe found something that led them to believe that was the case. I'm so disappointed. Sydney.
Yeah, that's some serious allegations right there.
Ugh,
And
girl.
it only fuels the flame. And I hate that. I hate that we as minorities, black folks, and people in the community get lumped in with bad actors. I hate that so much because individuals are the problem, not the community itself. Because there's white folks that's molesters and rapists and killers, and they never get lumped in like that. But
Okay, and
that's
their
only
men
going
are
to
overwhelmingly the culprits according to the arrest
ex-
number.
exactly. So it just is, and especially in the climate that we're in, that is, and if that's true, that's horrible, and it definitely is. It's never a good time, but that's also like, but it's a black eye.
Sydney,
I know.
Sydney, Sydney. Girl. Well, that's that on that, honey. When more comes out about this story, I'll definitely update y'all when I have more information. I'm just so disappointed. I even hate having to talk about it, but hell, celebrity news is celebrity news.
Well, yeah, yeah, it is what it is, but very
Mm-mm.
disappointing for the community because of the stigma. Like Moon was saying, we all get lumped in to the category when one person does something, as opposed to white people can do a crime and all white people aren't lumped in.
Right.
Mhm.
I hope that's not true. I hope it's not true. But for those to be such strong allegations, like they were very pointed and very like descriptive.
Yep.
Yuck.
They were, but people will what money make a bitch do, and how people will try to make money where they see an opportunity to maybe put a reality star or somebody famous under pressure to make a settlement or something. I would wait until more information comes out. These are serious charges, but innocent until proven guilty. We still got to stand by that.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And speaking of the climate that Gorgeous Moon was talking about, so and there's been a lot of conversations about the WNBA and how they don't well, certain people don't want trans players as if they even got I mean, what trans girl is like going up for the WNBA right now. But anyway, but Sophie Cunningham was like really making that a thing and she's getting a lot of support from, white conservatives, really. However, Caitlin Clark, she said, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Y'all got me fucked up. Because they just had a game last night. And you all should see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Caitlin Clark snaps that question about Sophie Cunningham's trans athlete controversy. So it says Caitlin Clark is finally addressing her teammate Sophie Cunningham's controversial comments on trans athletes in women's sports, and she's getting feisty with reporters. And you know what? I'm actually glad they use this language because this is the same type of language they be using towards black people, like trying to, oh, she attacked or she was rude. Caitlin was not rude whatsoever. She just pretty much said, I mean, I answered your question and I'm focused on basketball. But let me share my screen so we can see the video itself. Give me 1 second. And here we go.
I think for us, like, it's not really a discussion we really have in our locker room. I think it's for leagues and the governing bodies to work with their athletes to find solutions, but our focus is on basketball, and that's what we talk about and how we can get wins. And obviously, we didn't do that tonight, so need to find an area to improve in that way.
Do you have any, reaction to the?
I just answered for you.
All right. We'll go over to the Zoom. We'll start with Chloe.
I mean, did that look like she was getting snippy or whatever they said she was? No, I just answered for you. Our focus is on basketball. There was also another video I wanted to share. So Cheryl Reed, she was the coach of the team who won the what do they play for? It says in here, y'all know I don't know sports, but Minnesota Lynx. That's what saying. She had something to say about this controversy. So let me play this video.
Before the game, you had a conversation with Sophie Cunningham.
I did.
If you want to share what you talked
Absolutely
about, feel
not.
free. But
Absolutely not.
more of my question is just how important is it to have those like in-person conversations with people that
I think it's
have
great.
different
Yeah.
views?
I think it's great. I think both of us understand that we have platforms, and we both talked about wanting to more than anything educate, and there are some things that we have in common, and maybe some things you differ on, just like any issues. And I think it's how you handle things, and so it was nice to be in person for sure.
Yeah. So that's that. And well, this is important because she was she had on a t-shirt that was in support of trans people. It's wore a trans kids t-shirt, trans kids belong t-shirt on the sidelines. So yeah, she said that she did have a conversation with Sophie Cunningham. I'm sure it wasn't a pleasant one, but yeah. So shout out to her. We need that. Even down to Caitlin's response. Like, listen, I'm not here for that. Don't try to lump me in this bullshit. I'm here to play, and that's that. So
Well, and the thing is that these Republicans keep trying to make something an issue that's not even an issue. Well, this is all they do anyway. It's they try and create some boogeyman over maybe it was one like elementary school situation, and they wanted to make it like it was across the board something I was trying to, and people just keep falling into this, and I'm like, why are we continuing to have a conversation about something that's not even happening?
They've had a few
Ugh.
trans athletes competing. Most of them weren't like dominating the field, but there was one swimmer, I believe, who was constantly beating all the girls, and they were coming out against letting this person, identify as female. But for the most, I mean, there's been a few, very
Mhm.
few, but you know what they do
It's
and divide over things that really don't lives, as opposed to concentrating on the things that are making the difference in our lives with all the increasing prices, and people can't buy homes, groceries, gas, insurance. I mean, old people was eating cat food years ago. What the fuck you think they doing right now? Cost of living has only gone up. So rather than focus on that and being in a war that we shouldn't be in and things like that, they're distracting us with the few trans athletes that have, you know, been on female teams. It's ridiculous.
And it's like really indicative of just how much people really hate the LGBTQ community, hun. They do not like us. They don't even want us to exist. So
They don't. They hate y'all. They hate black people. They hate Mexicans. They hate anybody who's not like them. And they're some of the biggest hypocrites because a lot of them are the same things that they're protesting against, but they're hiding, and making all these laws where they're keeping their own, proclivities under wraps. like, they're so much better than everybody else. They're they're not better than everybody else. They're doing the same things. They're cross dressing. They're down low, married, sleeping with men, all the same things that they accuse other people of doing. They're doing it too.
Damn right. Go ahead,
So,
Libra Queen. Oh, sorry, boo.
no, go ahead.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in time and space. Okay, so my commentary is one: the Sophie Cunningham chick, whoever she is, this wasn't the time or place to make that a thing because it's currently not a thing. Right? There's not currently a WNBA player that is a trans person.
No.
Number one. And to make it quote unquote political, when they have told multiple times to LeBron to just shut up and fucking dribble,
Yep.
it's good for the goose and not for the gander. I'm also speaking as a former D1 athlete. I do understand the 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 controversy behind the controversy, right? As an athlete, having to compete with someone who has gone through um, puberty, male puberty, who is now trying to compete with biological women.
Hmm.
I absolutely understand that. I absolutely, if I was still competing, would feel some fucking type of way because there's a stark difference between biological women and
There is.
biological men.
There is.
That's the truth. But to bring this up when it's currently not an issue, to make it seem like it's this big thing, to have people try to draw attention where there should be no attention. The attention that should be happening is the fact that the WNBA women don't get paid equitably in comparison to men. Right? That should be the issue. The fact that they are now garnering an audience and people are wanting to see them play, and some of them still got to have a part-time job. Still got to go out here and get these hustles and these brand deals because they don't make the millions of dollars.
Got
You
him
worried
flying
about
coach, girl.
hello. God, please, Lord. Um, but yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, there's a time and a place for conversations, for level-headed conversations, but to try to make it. And I don't know nothing about this Sophie girl, but like to make yourself relevant by having this stance, because I think what I saw was like she made some kind of posters or like had some kind of like entourage that had all these fucking signs. Now, mind you, now if this was the Black Lives Matter protest, people were speaking up about that, it would have been hell and high water, and they would have been wanting to kick her out and do all the things and fine
Oh
people.
yeah, death threats and everything.
But because it's something that the red and the MAGA folks can get behind, all of a sudden, oh, we just gonna let it rock.
Yeah, they
No,
lifting her up.
no. And to try to, and now mind you, I'm not a Caitlin Clark fan, because the girl be crybabying. But as someone, as like I mentioned before, as previously they have told LeBron James, one of the greatest NBA players of all time, to just shut up and dribble when he has tried to speak his mind about things that are happening within his community. They should have kept that same energy with Caitlin. They should have just said, "How was the game? How do you feel you played?"
And so
Etc.
too,
Etc. And
both
kept
of
it
them.
fucking moving.
Her too.
And to try to make and TMZ, I see what you are, honey, because to try to make it seem like she snapped at reporters. I didn't see no snapation in that what we just watched in that clip. I saw a professional player that said, "I'm here to talk about basketball," and that's it.
Period.
So honey, and then I don't
Yes.
know,
Got us defending somebody we ain't want to.
right? And I don't know shit about this whatsoever, honey. What I do know and what I did hear that Sophie Cunningham was not a good player. Like I just hear, so they were like, "Girl, you don't even know how to play good, and you out here worried about this shit." Like, So I don't have an opinion on it. I don't do sports ball.
You know, it always be the fucking mediocre ones. It always be the mediocre ones. Folks who be competing don't care. They out here competing, but somebody who is lucky that they even to even be in the space, they be the main one running their goddamn mouth about nothing. You can't even work. You can't even play good with the people that's there.
So
Girl,
real
bye.
quick, yeah. So Sophie Cunningham, this bitch. Okay, first of all, whack. Secondly, her minutes have been low since CC came back from injury. I'll say that. And honestly, I think she's, even if it's, you know how like these MAGAs always rather have, even if it's negative press, they want press. So she's trying to get popular because she don't really have nothing going, and everything that she's ever been known for is not only not being good, but negative. You know what I mean? And she's thriving on that. And so shout out to Cheryl Reeves. She's the coach for the Lynx, and she had a shirt that was pro trans kids. Um, and Natalie, I want to say Kawasaka is her last name. She is the coach for the Valkyries. Also made a statement that sports are supposed to be inclusive. That's to little girls, including trans girls. So and trans women. And so I just thought that that was impressive. I think that speaking out against it is important. And if there is no room for politics in sports, then keep it that way, because when someone else had made a comment, then it's shut up and dribble. So I have a whole problem with that. And as far as Caitlin Clark is concerned, I will say this. I'm not a fan and I don't love her, but I do think that it is sometimes unfair, the press that she does get. She does have other WNBA women who like her. They're coworkers, they're teammates, they're all these things. However, she has come out and not always said, how can I say, she's never snipped it in the bud, right? So she just kind of doesn't really say anything, and that's going to be a problem whether she says something or not. Honestly, I feel like she doesn't really. There's no winning for her, period. And I will say that. As far as Sophie is concerned, I'm just over her, and when she plays us, and I'm sitting in them stands, I cannot wait to boo her motherfucking ass, and I can't wait to talk shit to her when she's at the free throw line. So there's that. That's my contribution to the world.
Thank you for that contribution. And yeah, and just like you said, what you said, Slayonka, was all of the chatter that I've been seeing on my timelines about her. Like, girl, she's not even a good player. And she's sitting there doing all this. Like, girl, you got better things to worry about.
Right, and her minutes has suffered ever since Caitlin Clark came back. So, girl, you are second fiddle.
Well, duh.
Thank you for that.
I'm so glad that Slayonka could join us and give her insight and analysis firsthand. Yes.
We are always grateful for Slayonka's contribution, honey, especially the stuff that she told us about Paul Pierce shitting on himself. That was a piece of information that I did not know, and I'm glad to go because it adds so much. Like, it makes things make sense, to be honest.
Shitty McGee over there.
Well, let's talk about Shitty McGee, honey, and his and how much money he makes that has been revealed in his massive child support battle. Because remember the last time we talked, he pretty much said, like, look, I don't make that much money. I don't make as much money as I used to make while I was an active player in the NBA. In fact, I have just made only $1.5 million last year in 2025. Well, girl, it looks like he's not lying. Because you see where I just shared here by way of TMZ, NBA legend Paul Pierce's massive six-figure monthly income revealed in support battle. So let's get into it. NBA superstar Paul Pierce revealed his huge monthly income as part of his battle with his ex, Princess Santiago. Paul filed court docs laying out his finances for 2025 and the first 6 months of 2026. TMZ obtained the docs, which note Paul's average monthly income was $128,000 in 2025 and $165,000 per month in 2026. He was paid $1.5 million from Fox in 2025 and another $713,000 for a show he had on the network. Paul's show with co-host Joy Taylor was canceled in mid 2025 after she was let go by the network. The docs note Paul earned $350,000 in commissions in 2025 and another $386,000 in 2026. For the year, he also earned 92,000 via a royalty payment from DraftKings and 10,000 in YouTube income. He noted 60,000 from Fanatics, 29,000 from NBA properties, and another 281,000 from No Fouls Given, a YouTube sports show that he hosts. For the first 6 months of 2026, Paul spent 121,000 on legal fees, 12,000 on travel, 9,000 on meals, 1,000 on security, and various other bills. As TMZ first reported, Paul is fighting Princess's request for $30,000 per month in child support. He believes the amount should be closer to $4,000. He admits earning a ton in the NBA, but claims he doesn't earn like that anymore. Well, that's that on that. A lot of money that he was making, but he still got what, four other kids he got to pay support for, and we learned that he was paying $24,000 monthly in child support and $20,000 in spousal support. What we read last time. So it
And
looks like
she,
he's not lying about his finances. He certainly does not earn as much as he used to.
and
Even
she want all the rest.
she said, "I don't give a fuck about none of that. Give me my money."
She ain't
Uh,
get it though. She ain't gonna get it.
nope. And the gag is because I think wasn't he? Oh no, I think that's Anthony Edwards. We were thinking about. No, I think Paul Pierce because I think we've learned that he was paying her 5,000 and said that was actually getting tough for him. So
Yep.
he's looking for that to be reduced.
Mm-hmm. And she
Mhm.
looking
Yeah.
for the increase.
And see, she about to shoot because every time somebody's got an increase, they've been getting shut down.
Mhm.
She might get 2,000 playing
Ooh,
around.
she over here like, look, y'all, I done got pregnant by a man who shit on himself. So look, give me some. Have some kind
That's
of
your
sympathy.
fault, girl. Take some accountability. That's you. That was, and matter of fact, you got pregnant after it happened. So years after it happened. So it was well documented. So that's your fault. Oops, your
I am screaming. Well, that is that on that. Let me get this other story that we have. So we're gonna talk about some more sports ball tea with Shakari. And shout out to Chili for bringing this story to my attention. Oh, well, it's looking like I'm gonna share it, but let me see if I can pull this up from my phone because when I try to do it on the web, it's behind a paywall. Oh, let me see. Let me see. And you all should see I just shared here by way of the New York Times. Carrie Richardson pleads no contest to speeding charge in Florida. So let me pull up the article on my phone because it let me read it earlier on the phone and go from there. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this starts. U.S. Olympic sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson pled no contest last month to a speeding charge that led to her arrest in Florida in January. Police say they pulled Richardson over for traveling at more than 104 miles per hour, with the Orange County Sheriff's Department saying she was dangerously tailgating and traveling across lanes of travel to pass other motorists. Richardson was charged with dangerous and excessive speeding and released on a $500 bond. A no contest plea means Richardson did not admit guilt, but did not challenge the charge and waived her right to a trial. The Athletic has reached out to Richardson's attorney and will update the story with any response. Richardson won gold as part of the women's four times 100-meter relay team and silver in the 100 meters for the U.S. at the 2024 Summer Olympics after a positive test for THC kept her off the 2021 Olympic team. On July 24th, she won her third title in the 100-meter at the USA Track and Field Championships. I was about to say companionships at the USA Track and Field Championships. So congratulations to her. Very fast, honey. And yeah, so she said she played no contest to that. And
she need to get her shit together and stop. Okay, cause girl, the airport situation, then that. I need. Can you fly under the radar? Let's do that.
yeah,
Let's try that.
girl, roll up another spliff, honey. Do
Or
what you
not. No, got her in trouble. She's currently racing, so she can't do that.
Touche. Touche. And racing and kicking ass apparently. She won third title at the most recent one on July 24th. So good for her.
Yeah, come on, girl. Let's stop playing around.
Well, honey, and some more sports ball tea, honey. So Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he
He
gave his
did.
no, well, no,
Oh,
but his opinion is kind of dead and outdated, to be honest. But you all should see. I just shared here by way of TMZ. Jerry Jones confident Tony Romo will rebound from OWI arrest.
oh, tell by.
It sounds about white, but let me share my screen. Let's watch this short clip of him talking to who was he talking to? Uh, Fox 4 News. So let's see what he has to say.
You care a great deal about one of your great former players, Tony Romo, and what he's experiencing right now. Have you had a chance to talk to him? And what are your thoughts again about what he's experiencing right now?
Well, I very much have had a chance to talk to him, and I've been talking to him. Uh, I love him. I love what he's about. I love his character. I love his love of sport. And he's a very, very unique talent. And the real question is, and I don't even have to ask what the answer is. Do you think Tony Romo knows how to get up when he gets knocked down? Okay, he had a life of that, and absolutely, that's one of his greatest attributes is that he can handle adversity. And so this is something that he will work through. He is a unique talent. His vision was just mesmerizing when he was a player, but he sees things and can articulate it so instantly. He'd walk out under center out of practice, and the defense would have 12 people out there, and it'd take him about a second to say, Coach, we got 12 guys out here. Get one of them off on the deal. He just sees it, and then it goes. He has that skill. It's made him a great, great portrayal of the story of football games. So obviously, I'm a big fan of his, big fan of his family, and let me tell you right now, he's as real as he sounds. He feels every downtime. He feels every uptime.
Um, Mr. Jones, what does that have to do with operating a vehicle while intoxicated? He's such a great player. This, and that. Oh, he gets away. What does that have to do with driving while
Nothing,
drunk?
child. Nothing. Just some, just some caucasity happening. That's what they
Girl,
do. Him
this
as
is
and he's so great at football, and he's just such a great. Okay, well then he don't make good decisions outside of football. Clearly,
we have a comment saying OJ Simpson was a good player and he murdered people. Oh, we say allegedly, allegedly.
allegedly.
I mean,
I mean, he was found guilty by his peers, but he did some.
mhm.
My theory about that is he was there. He was watching. He was watching it happen. That's how narcissistic he is. I don't think he physically did it, but I think he was amongst the action watching
Something had
because
for him
he.
to take, yeah, and I'm with you, girl. Him or and then the fact that he ran that infamous car chase. Like if
Oh
you would
God, I remember that.
like, child, I remember. I cannot remember I actually remember watching that with my parents on TV. Like,
Who
like
didn't like? Oh, had us verklempt.
yeah, girl. Look, we know that I guess we just can't say it. Well, I'm definitely not going to say it on a recorded line, and it won't say it in mixed company. But if you know, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, that is that on that. And let's talk about Keefe D.
Who?
Keefe D, the one who is on trial now, who allegedly saying that he was killed. He killed Tupac or had something to do with the shooting of
Oh, that
Tupac.
dummy. Oh, that
Mhm.
dummy. Okay.
And let's talk about this dummy, honey, because you see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop. Keefe D says he won't take plea deal in Tupac murder trial. Why did you even get here in the first place? I feel like the only reason that you're here is because you the one wrote that damn book, running your mouth.
Running your mouth. D- Do he? Did you? I mean, I thought that everybody knew that murder has no statute of limitations. It's forever. It's up and it's stuck. So you out here talking about it like you did it, and then now you confused why they got you on trial. Boy, bye.
Boy, bye. Exactly. Well, this starts. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis recently got a major blow in his murder trial, as the court will admit his 2008 interview with police about Tupac Shakur's death as evidence. In a conversation with 8 News Now Las Vegas, he said he won't take a plea deal in the face of these and other trial updates. I didn't do nothing, Keefe D remarked to investigator Vanessa Murphy. I'm 63, I had a cancer battle, and I got 3 stents to my heart, and the average American lives like 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So why would I take a deal? I heard it was like 10 and 25. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take a deal like that, especially after I haven't done it. I'm an innocent man. Elsewhere, Davis denied being in Nevada at the time of Tupac's murder and said his previous confessions to the murder were just a financial ploy. I was just after the money, and they said I was covered, he alleged, further claiming his innocence. I did it for the money. That was the ghostwriters that did it. I didn't write that book. I just read the book. You know I didn't write that book. And the DJ Vlad thing, that lady gave me $150,000. They wrote me a script to follow. My lawyer came with the script, and it seemed like he was in bed with them the whole time. Keefe D said he was trying to feed his family and denied any gang involvement since 1989. Also, he spoke on helping Suge Knight start Death Row Records, using this as an argument against wanting to kill their biggest artist. Why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money? It don't make sense. Suge Knight will tell you that I didn't do it, Davis remarked. Finally, he expressed hope in his case and regret over putting his family in this situation. Jury selection in this case will reportedly begin on August 10th. As Keefe D and his lawyers fight back, we will see if this plea deal offer changes. Alternatively, the full trial jury will begin soon, barring any delays.
You took that little bit of money to say that you killed somebody. Now you, and now you finna go to jail. Boy, y'all better quit living for the money, child.
No, really. Because now look, you sitting here to fight for your innocence, talking about you didn't do it. Oh, well, she wrote me a script. They paid me $150,000. I ain't do it. I was trying to feed my family. Mm, okay, girl. Well, that is that on that, honey. Oh, this story here. So do y'all remember Friday we learned that Tori Spelling has left her 90210 rewatch podcast called 902 OMG. Well, honey, looks like we have more information, honey, about that. It looks like it because based off of what we read on Friday, it just seems like it was an amicable split, and Tori was looking to pursue other ventures. But I think even somebody in the show was like, or maybe somebody commented online, was like, "Well, where's she working at? Who hiring her?" like, but it appears that their friendship has actually soured, and you all should see where it says here by way of TMZ. 90210 stars Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth's friendship hits a rocky patch. Girl, let's get into it. Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth's decades long friendship is all but buried right now, TMZ has learned. Sources familiar with the situation tell us the two former 90210 stars, who've been tied at the hip since their days on the show back in the 90s, have seriously grown apart in recent months, and some even feel like their bond is completely broken at this point. A source close to the two tells TMZ Jenny is not a friend to Tori. Tori introduced her to every connection she has and then bailed on Tori and told her she was bad for her brand because of all the negative press about her. The source added Jenny doesn't ever check on Tori when she's in the hospital and has always been a pretty rude person. The relationship has taken its course. Tori announced last week she was leaving the joint podcast 9021 Oh My God. Jenny said she was sad about the decision. Mm-mm. They saying, honey, the word on the curb is Jenny not a real friend. Or maybe she might be a real friend, but she just probably got tired of I can imagine being Tori Spelling's friend when she was married to Dean. Oh, I know, I'm sure. All of her friends were exhausted with her and him at that point. Like, okay, girl, this the community dick you want to be with? Okay, girl, because you see how he like to give it up and he ain't shy about sharing it. But this what you want to do, girl? Because I'm sure she's probably crying on Jenny's shoulder. And Jenny probably like, okay, well, girl, don't you think you deserve better? And Tori ain't probably trying. This is all alleged. I'm just imagining how this is going, but I can only imagine she probably got sick of the bullshit. And trust me, I have been reading enough bullshit about them. This is why I don't really personally like Tori because I just think she's silly, stupid as shit. Girl, act like a damn bird over a man. Community dick. Anyway, but hey, look, ooh, we have a comment saying two stupid bitches. Oh, sorry. I wasn't ready. Well, that's that on that, honey. And what we got? Ooh, y'all, this next story. They are saying so. Y'all know. I'm sure y'all know of the iconic singer Phil Collins. I'm sure they saying it's not looking good for him. And you all should see. I have just shared here by way of Radar Online. Phil Collins reveals doctors considered taking him off life support amid alcohol battle, and people were coming to say goodbye. And I mean, just look at this photo. Like,
That's terrible.
you know. Well, this starts. Phil Collins has revealed he nearly died during a severe alcohol-related health crisis, saying doctors even considered taking him off life support, and his family rushed in to say goodbye. Radar Online can reveal. The 75-year-old told the Sunday Times he was unaware of how critical his condition had become while he was unconscious in a Swiss hospital in 2024. Collins said his longtime manager of 50 years contacted all five of his children, daughters Lily Collins and Jolie Collins, as well as sons Simon Collins, Nicholas Collins, and Matthew Collins, after doctors warned his condition had become critical. Because there were some decisions to be made about do we keep Phil on life support kind of thing, the Grammy winner recalled. My kidneys were packing up, my organs were just seizing up, Phil said. People were coming to say goodbye. The singer admitted he has no memory of those emotional visits. But I don't remember them coming, he explained. I didn't have no idea this was going on. They were all worried that they wouldn't see me again. It could have gone so terribly wrong. Phil was first hospitalized in Switzerland in November 2023 in connection with his alcohol use. Although he was discharged just days before Christmas, his recovery was short lived. Within weeks, the In the Air Tonight singer was rushed back into intensive care, where he ultimately spent 7 months in the hospital. Looking back on the frightening chapter, Bill acknowledged how fortunate he was to survive. I was very lucky to have come out of that, he said. Needless to say, I haven't had a drink since. Following his recovery, Bill reunited with his family for a 4-day gathering at London's Mandarin Oriental Hotel, describing the visit as one of the most meaningful moments of her life. His daughter Lily became emotional during the reunion. She was sitting beside me in tears, saying, I never thought I'd get these moments." Phil recalled. "What an incredible time! I can't overemphasize how fantastic it was." Phil has been candid for years about his struggles with alcohol, previously writing in his 2016 autobiography, Not Dead Yet, that his addiction spiraled amid personal turmoil and chronic back pain. Night after night, I find myself lying on the bed, staring out of a skylight at a great, at, excuse, staring out of a skylight at gray Swiss skies, ruining my life. He wrote, "I'm all alone, save for my good friends Johnny Walker and Grey Goose." The icon has also faced numerous health setbacks, including nerve damage, knee problems, kidney issues, and type 2 diabetes. Early this year, he revealed he now relies on a live-in nurse to help manage his medications. It's an ongoing thing, Phil said during an appearance on the BBC's Era podcast. I have a 24-hour live-in nurse to make sure I take my medication as I should do. I've had challenges with my knee. I had everything that could go wrong with me, did go wrong with me. Mm-mm. Y'all, so really sad. Really
Sad
sad.
and to great talent.
Mm, 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 mm. He's a, so I somebody who struggles with who has a long time struggle with diabetes, honey, drinking like that, it's like, sir. Well, that's that. We say, wow. Just looked at his vinyl on $144 for a Phil Collins vinyl, American dollars. Girl, let me click on this link.
Probably gonna go up from there.
That sure is, girl. Ah, listen.
Back in the day, though, he had the beats.
Hmm. That song is scary. That in the air song, especially knowing like it was a true story about him. Like I think it was about watching someone or his friend drowning or somebody killing. Or I forget the lore of the song, but real sad and scary. But wishing him well, honey. But looks like I don't knock on wood, and that's that on that. Well, oh y'all, I can't remember exactly when we talked about it, but we read a BBC article about Kurt Cobain, and we learned that some people are speculating that his death was not a suicide. He was actually killed, and it was a police cover up to make things look like a suicide. That's what people are alleging. Well, honey, Courtney Love has gotten wind of that, and she want to see the receipts. Courtney Love said, "I want to see the receipts." And you all should see, I have just shared here by way of TMZ. Courtney Love wanted cops to hand over Kurt Cobain's death investigation files. So let's get into it. Courtney Love once asked the Seattle Police Department to give her their death investigation file on Kurt Cobain and keep 0 copies, a request one detective said was outrageous. Kurt's widow made the demand in October 1995, about 18 months after their Nirvana frontman died by suicide in their Seattle home, according to the Who Killed Kurt investigative group, citing a newly unearthed document. Courtney made the demand in a letter her lawyer sent to cops, asking Seattle's then police chief to hand over the entire file, including photos from the scene. As you know, Kurt's death was ruled a suicide when he was found dead in his Seattle home in April 1994. The case was reviewed in 2014, and the outcome was the same. Kurt shot himself. Retired Seattle Police Captain Neil Lowe, who originally backed the suicide verdict but has since changed his tune to homicide, told the New York Post Love's ask was absurd. Police did not bow to Courtney's demand, and Lowe said Courtney's camp was claiming multiple people were trying to make money by leaking info from the file. Lowe says, "How could there be public record compliance if the police gave everything to this attorney and his law firm? Where would the accountability be?" Courtney has always agreed with police that Kurt died by suicide, but she's been dogged for decades by folks who still believe Kurt was murdered and it was a cover up. And then this ends with, if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, help is available. Call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. So, yeah, real interesting, honey. So, they've been saying for years that this man's death was ruled a suicide, but now, especially the retired Seattle police captain, Neil Lowe, he's now changing his tune and saying, well, I don't know if it was a suicide. I think it might be a homicide, but yeah, no.
Murdered by who, though?
That's what they say. I forgot what was the last story. How I took it was it like a drug deal gone wrong or some shit like that? I forget. But
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. Listen, I'll be watching. So let's talk about some rock groups, honey, who I'm sure y'all probably do not know either of these rock groups, but some members have been kicked out of the groups over the weekend. Let's first start with Sid Wilson. If his name sounds familiar, it's because he was the one that was with Kelly Osbourne, and he was a part of the group Slipknot. Girl, you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, Sid Wilson permanently kicked out of Slipknot. Well, let's get into it. Sid Wilson is officially out as Slipknot's DJ and keyboardist, TMZ has learned. A source close to the band and with direct knowledge tells TMZ Sid was notified late Friday afternoon that he's been permanently kicked out of the band. It's currently unclear what led to him getting the boot. This comes on the heels of his split from Kelly Osbourne back in March. They quietly called off their engagement, but our sources said at the time there's still a chance they could get back together. Sid was one of the group's 9 original members, having been with them since 1999, and the latest OG to leave. Craig Jones and Chris Fain are both no longer with the band. Joey Jordison passed away in his sleep in 2021, and Paul Gray died from a drug overdose in 2010. So yeah, so he's been permanently kicked out of the band, and they don't know why yet. But I'm sure some shit about to come out, honey. I am sure because don't know what you mean. He was part of that group for 1999, and y'all just kicked him out. He did some nefarious shit. I'm sure. Probably like the guitarist from the Modest Mouse. Let's talk about his ass and how he just got kicked out of the group. And you all should see I just shared here from TMZ. Modest Mouse pulls guitars from tour after alleged DMs to teen surface. Mm-mm. Well, Modest Mouse guitarist Simon O'Connor is sitting out the band's next tour after allegedly sliding into an underage fan's DMs with an explicit image, telling her, then telling her a night of partying and her bikini pics helped spark the exchange. Excuse me. The fan shared screenshots on Reddit showing messages O'Connor allegedly sent her before her 17th birthday. She claims her age was clearly displayed on her Instagram bio at the time. And they have where you can see the teen's DMs. The alleged exchange starts with O'Connor sending a meme and a sexually explicit image, prompting the teen to ask whether he'd been hacked. O'Connor allegedly said he hadn't been hacked and blamed the messages on a party night before suggesting the fans' bikini photos had also caught his attention. The guitarist, who joined the band in 2021 and played on their latest album, An Eraser and a Maze, later posted his own lengthy explanation on the Modest Mouse subreddit, saying he mistook the teen for someone who had repeatedly harassed and pranked him through fake accounts. O'Connor admitted he used poor judgment when he fired off what he called a tasteless meme and a Simon Calls Your Bluff sticker, but said he unsent the messages and ended the conversation once he realized he had the wrong person. He apologized to the fan, saying she didn't deserve to be put in that position, and said he strongly opposes any sexual behavior involving minors. Modest Mouse has since announced O'Connor won't join its upcoming North American tour, which kicks off Tuesday in OJ, California. Seth Jabor of Less Savvy Fall will step in on guitar in his place. The band didn't clarify whether O'Connor is gone for good, but for now, he's definitely not floating on with the tour. We've reached out to the band's reps. So far, no word back. Mm-mm. Nah, hun, these messages that I'm seeing, honey, look very intentional. Hmm. Well, that's that on that. And what we got next? Oh, I got 3 more stories left. Baby, the one I tell you, y'all better watch that transphobia, honey, especially if you in like Broadway or in the film industry. Cause honey, it's a lot of people, trans people that are in that industry, honey, and you will fuck up your money. Like Mr. What's his name? Uh Gino Segers. Let's talk about his stupid ass. And you all should see I have just shared here by way of Entertainment Weekly. Disney star ousted from Hadestown following fan backlash to transphobic post. Well, there's been a change of plans for Hadestown's newest Broadway cast. Last week, producers of the Tony winning show announced that a fresh principal cast will take the stage beginning on September 1st at Broadway's Walter Kerr Theater, but a new statement has revealed that the company is now missing its Hades. The producers of Hadestown and Gino Segers have mutually agreed that Mr. Segers will no longer join the Broadway production, producers said in a statement shared with Entertainment Weekly. Additional casting will be announced shortly. Segers was set to lend his distinct bass voice to the production as Hades, god of the underworld. While producers did not cite a reason for his exit from the show, his casting was notably met with backlash from fans on social media who unearthed social media posts from Segers in which he allegedly espoused anti trans rhetoric. According to the Onstage blog, Segers posted videos titled Trans Fairness, No More Trans, and she broke the record, in which he expressed opposition to trans women participating in women's sports and mocked the practice of asking people for their pronouns. Theater fans were quick to criticize the show's casting choice as the clips began circulating online. Seggers has since made his Instagram private and taken down the photos from his, taken down the videos from his YouTube channel, though fans have reposted several of the clips online. Amber Iman, who was set to star opposite Seggers as his onstage wife, the goddess Persephone, addressed Seggers' exit in an Instagram story post shared on Sunday. I wasn't posting, but I was not quiet, Iman said, alluding to the outrage surrounding Seger's casting and indicating that she spoke up behind the scenes. Sometimes you got to get off social media and demand answers, because I'll be damned if my quote unquote husband is a clown and we're not at the circus. Onward. A representative for Sagers did not immediately respond to Entertainment Weekly's request for comment. In addition to Iman, the new principal cast of the Broadway show will be led by pop rock musician and songwriter Keiko as Orpheus and Yellow Jackets and Scream alum Jasmine Savoy Brown as Eurydice. Two-time Tony winner Norbert Leo Butts will narrate the show as Hermes. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because this is talking about the Hades Town and how well it did, and I don't think y'all really care about that. I surely don't. But yeah, you see, listen, that transphobia, honey, it'll keep you. So I actually had to somebody who want call himself wanted to come on my show and produce his music, not talk about his production. And this is not the one. This is actually a different person who from the one I told my co-host about, who said some negative stuff about women. This particular person said some really nasty stuff about trans people, and I was like, "Oh no, you won't be come bring your ass on my motherfucking show." We are very supportive of trans people over here. So that's that on that. Y'all better watch your mouth.
These people gonna learn one day. Not today, but one day.
hmm Y'all, this story. Do y'all remember Kalen Walker? I'm sure you probably don't because he was like only really known by a select few of people. But he did any of you ever see that Superfly movie, the remake that
Mm-hmm.
had you
Mm-hmm.
you remember? Okay, so there was a character in there played by Kalen Walker, and really a lot of us thought like he had next, like we was gonna see him in a bunch of stuff after that, but no, his ass done got caught up for rape and is currently serving prison time for rape. Baby, this is why they be always saying you can't trust them damn male censored women, honey, because they're gonna get your ass in trouble and possibly get your ass killed. But you all should see where I've just shared here by way of the shade room. And it says Kalen Walker's wife shares how proud she is of him following his first interview since his incarceration for sexual assault. Girl. Let me share my screen because and the way her white ass is taking pictures with just him all hugged up and shit. I'm like, girl. Well, despite being inside prison walls, Kalen Walker has someone on his team. He's been serving his 50-year sentence for sexual assault crimes since 2022. He was recently featured in his first interview since his incarceration. After his release, Kalen's wife, Hannah Walker, took to social media to praise him. Taken to Instagram, Hannah Walker shared a short caption about her honey, Kalen, with a photo of her visiting him in prison. He wore dark blue slacks with a light blue top and white sneakers, while Hannah had on a body hugging maxi dress and open toe sandals. They were both smiling in the photo. It's unclear when it was taken, but Hannah spoke of Kalen sharing his testimony to the world. My honey, I'm so proud of the man you are, and even more proud to be your wife. Being able to call you my husband is such an honor, Hannah Walker wrote. You are going to change the lives of many with your testimony. Cheers to your first interview since incarceration. And link in his bio to watch. It is stupid. I was about to call her a stupid B word, honey. I had to stop myself. But girl, look at this shit.
Is I wondered who it was.
hmm Yes, his ass here. So so Walker got a 50 to life sentence back in October 2022. By then, a jury had already found him guilty on 3 counts of forcible rape, 2 counts of unlawful sexual intercourse and unlawful sex with a minor, and rape of an intoxicated victim. Additionally, he was found guilty of 1 count of assault with intent to commit oral copulation. 3 of his victims were 16-year-old inspiring models. These crimes reportedly happened between 2013 and 2018. And during sentencing, he maintained his innocence, crying and claiming, "I didn't rape anybody, Your Honor." I'm gonna just go ahead and stop it there, honey, because look, the male-centered women, honey. Look at her and just smiling, girl. Smile with her stupid ass. Girl, that's that on that. That's all I got. Mm. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, them male-centered women will get you killed. Well,
He must have
and
done a whole lot of rape in 50 years.
hello, and do people realize? And I don't think people realize how hard it is for somebody to be convicted of rape, forcible rape at that. Like, because people a lot of times the people like the courts push back on that, and they don't want these men going to jail over that. So, but 50 years, oh baby, I feel like they had overwhelming. They were able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he did that shit. So, mm. And her stupid ass up there hugging and smiling on him, girl. Mm-mm. No respect for that shit. Well, and the last story I have for us today, Nicole Kidman. And it's rumored that she reigniting, with a old boo thing, honey. That's what the word on the curve is. And y'all should see I just shared here by way of Radar Online. Nicole Kidman reunites with rumored beau Michael Reinstein in LA after romantic Italy getaway. Mm-mm. Get it how you live, girl. Well, Nicole Kidman's Italian rendezvous with handsome businessman Michael Reinstein clearly wasn't just a one time thing, as the pair was photographed together once again in Los Angeles, Radar Online can reveal. In a sign that things may be heating up, Reinstein, who's 54, was spotted picking up the Big Little Lies star, who's 58, at the airport in total luxury, arriving in his $340,000 Ferrari 296 GTB sports car after Kidman flew in via a private jet. Kidman jetted in to see her rumored new beau on July 31st, one day after attending the season 3 premiere of her Paramount Plus series, The Lioness, in New York. The actress was seen smiling at Reinstein as he rolled up to the airport. Less than 2 weeks ago, the duo was photographed together in Portofino, Italy, sharing Aperol spritzes poolside at the iconic Belmont's Splendido Hotel in what appeared to be an idyllic summer getaway to Europe. Kidman and Reinstein sat close under the shade of an umbrella, deep in conversation. At one point, they were seen giving each other a playful high five. He even leaned over and took the sun hat off of her face with a big smile in another seemingly cozy moment. Reports first surfaced in June that Kidman was dating and taking things slow with a high profile businessman 9 months after her shock split from Keith Urban. Their divorce was finalized in January. The relationship has been quietly developing for the past few months, and the pair have been keeping things extremely low key and largely out of the public eye. Domoy reported. Not only is Reinstein handsome, but he's also wildly successful and wealthy with a $250 million fortune as the founder and CEO of the Beverly Hills based private equity firm Regent, or Reagan, however you say it. The University of Southern California alum earned his law degree from Pepperdine University and has a background in Hollywood, having worked for the high powered talent agency ICM Partners. Should the pair bunk at Reinstein's place, Kidman will enjoy the ultimate VIP treatment inside of his $17 million Beverly Hills mansion. Kidman and Urban, who's 58, seem to be one of the most solid celebrity couples with 19 years of marriage and two teenage daughters. But this Somebody Like You singer quietly moved out of the family's Nashville home in June 2025. Their split was revealed on September 29th, 2025, with reports surfacing that the Oscar winner had fought to save the marriage. Kidman filed for divorce the following day, while their two daughters, Sunday Rose, who's 18, and Faith Margaret, who's 15, continue to live with their mom. The girls said the girls were said to be livid with their father and sided with their mom during the split, leaving him distraught. When the divorce was finalized, the custody agreement gave Kidman daughters Sundays and Faith 306 days of the year, while Urban got them 59 days or every other weekend. Sunday became an adult on July 7th and is now legally able to make her own decisions about spending time with her parents. The teens have been a constant presence in their mom's life during the past year, from taking in a Sabrina Carpenter concert in Nashville to Paris Fashion Week trips. The trio also spent 2025 holidays with Kidman's family in Sydney, Australia. Listen, I know. Listen, if you're gonna get with a old boo thing, honey, at least make sure he's one like this with lots and lots of money. Let's I want to because they don't have any pictures of what Michael looks like in this article. Let me see if I can pull him up. Michael Reinstein, Nicole Kidman, so we can make sure we're looking at the right one. I mean, okay, for a white man, yeah, yeah, okay. Not really, my cup of tea, but yeah, okay. Let me pull him up. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, okay. Chili, you seeing what I'm saying? You see that asymmetry, honey? But hey,
I see it.
uh, Nicole, girl, you better watch your back. What Joey Mama said, you just better watch your back.
Well, it may not always mean abuse against a person. It could mean um, deception in business too.
Deception in
It's
business and
all kinds.
trickery. Hmm.
Yeah, it could be any number of things. So I mean, if he doesn't have a record of assaulting people or his exes or whatever, I wouldn't want to sign no contracts. That kind of thing. It could mean a lot of things, but it's something to watch out for.
Yeah, that part. You know what? And in honor of him, because he has such a large forehead, and I did learn that today, August 3rd, is actually National Big Forehead Day. So shout out to Michael Reinstein for celebrating. You better work. Well, y'all, that was actually all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out, I like to ask my crew, did you all have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? We did have some tea in the chat earlier that announced that let me say her name. A Filipino tennis player, Alex Ayala, just won her match against Naomi Osaka over the weekend. So congratulations to her. Um, yeah. Anybody have any more tea that they wanted to
I
bring up?
guess. Congratulations, even in case she beat Naomi.
Congratulations. Well, if there's no more tea, so I just want to take the time to thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow starting at 12:30 p.m. for another live show if you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntie.com, hit that big green subscribe button at the top left and join my free mailing list. And until tomorrow, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.